Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Nice to see everyone. How's everyone doing this Sunday evening? Hello. So we're going to just jump on live for a few minutes for whatever reason. See how's everyone doing. Hello, Healing Goddess. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Thank you for the rose. Thank you. That's so very, very nice of you. Thank you. All right. So I was getting some kind of a strange message earlier, and I didn't really get a chance to put out the video or to kind of break it down. I don't know if I am or not, but I got a message. I don't know if I'm going to be pulling anything from this because this was a little while ago that I got it. But I was hearing somebody say, help me. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Jersey Girl at Heart and Danielle. Denial. Is that what it is? Connie Reedy. Charlotte Hatch. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. Honeycomb 85. Yeah. All right. So that's kind of what I was hearing. Like I said, when I was doing readings earlier, was it you asking for help? Maybe it's kind of like, sometimes I feel like it's like a collective thing. So whenever we're feeling, it tells you how connected we all are. So we all feel things around the same time. Hi, thank you. So generally, we're all usually navigating the same energy. So not everyone, but a lot of people probably on your same vibration. Because earlier when I was doing a reading, I kept hearing, help me, help me. But it felt like, oh God, hopefully it's nothing bad. But I feel like it's somebody just doesn't know which way to go, which way to turn. They don't have anyone to turn to, so they don't know exactly what it is that they can do. And I feel like maybe they feel like they can depend on you. Okay? All right. Let's see. Whoop! Land it right on my lap. Strength. So it's very, very possible that somebody sees you a certain way. Maybe they see you as someone that they could take refuge in. Maybe you make them feel okay. Maybe you make them feel comfortable. Maybe you make them feel good. Make them feel safe for whatever reason. But that's what I'm getting. There could be somebody that is feeling this. They're in this kind of energy and they need some help. All right. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on. I just wanted to jump on just for a few minutes. Hello, Lynn. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Hangman. So what is it that this person needs help with? Somebody's a mess. What is it that this person needs help with? Whoa. Whoa. Somebody's going through So I don't know who this person is to you. Right now, it doesn't look like it's anything romantic. I mean, I'm not seeing anything like that. I'm not going to exclude it because it's somebody that feels like they can kind of turn to you, or maybe at some point they felt like they were able to turn towards you. Oh, that's interesting. So with this Temperance in reverse, somebody's just feeling very, very off. They're not doing very, very well. Somebody could even be feeling, it's like somebody could be feeling very, very angry. Or maybe they're like having mood swings. Somebody could definitely be having mood swings. Let me close my door real quick. It's cold, cold, cold. So somebody probably just needs some sort of, this even could just be energetically. Somebody's just not feeling very, very good. 64 beautiful souls. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Thank you for the gifts as well. Tell me about this Page of Cups. So this could be someone who, somebody that either looks up to you. Maybe they look up to you. And that's what I'm getting with this. She's looking up to the cat right here. The cat, the Cheshire Cat, is somebody who is, you know, a clown. They have a certain way of talking to somebody. Probably they can be kind of humorous, a little bit sarcastic. Something about you they feel like they can trust, you know? Now, I'm not really certain about this whole, let me get some more on this Page of Cups right here. And then we'll move on to the next question. It's in reverse. Three of Pentacles. So let's say you gave somebody some advice. Or you said, hey, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Or, let's say, I get this a lot. A lot of people either like me or they don't like me, and it's fine. It's okay, I understand. Because I try to if there are certain things that I don't agree with, or let's say somebody's committing a crime, like I wouldn't do that if I were you. So some people may think that I feel a certain way or a certain position. It's just my spiritual beliefs. I don't believe in hurting other people. I don't believe in doing certain things to other people. So when you tell people, it makes them feel like you're like a police. You're like the police. So people don't like that. People want you to go along with it. Even if they're doing something wrong, people want you to go along with it. Well, no. Like, even in relationship, I'm not a very good girlfriend in relationship. If I think you're doing something wrong, once upon a time I used to defend people, that I was in relationship with, and later on I was like, that really was a jerk move. But then I'm fighting tooth and nail for this person, and I'm looking like the jackass. So, it's kind of like that. Whereas someone, let's say, like I said, I'm not really a good girlfriend, because if I'm in a relationship, I'm not going to agree with you just because you're my partner. If I think that you did something wrong, or something that goes against something, I'm gonna be like, that probably wasn't a really good thing. Maybe you shouldn't have done that. You really were kind of wrong to that person. Maybe you should kind of go easy on that person. Maybe you need to look at it a different way. So I mean, people probably look at me in that way. At least I know that that's how people look at me, so I'm no fun. But let's say you were in that kind of a role where you told somebody, hey, I wouldn't do that if I were you. And they broke away, they got upset, whatever it was. Maybe you angered them, whatever it was. Somehow this person probably went against whatever it was that you told them to do. Hey, she's crafty, there's my girl, what's going on? I removed everyone as a moderator. I don't want anyone to feel like they can't come in here and enjoy themselves. So if anything happens, I'm just going to try to keep an eye out. So, because I want everyone to enjoy the reading without having to kind of monitor everything. All right. So hopefully, let's say we get a blessing, everything. But anyway, I kind of feel like that's what it is. Somebody was like, maybe you called somebody out and they didn't like being called out. That's exactly what it feels like. So maybe they went and did something. It's Chrissy from YouTube. Hey, how are you? How you doing? I gotta get posting again on YouTube. I gotta do it. Anyway. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So somebody actually did something that you probably said it's probably not a good idea, And this can be a number of things. With the Hierophant here, let's say, I like to tell people all the time, I'm like, as best as you can, try to be as unaffected by somebody trying to upset you, because a lot of times people try to pull us in or drag us in by our emotions. And then you have people that are opposed to that, and that's okay. It's okay if people are opposed to that. I know it's very, very difficult. Some people just don't like to be told certain things. They just don't like to. They just want you to agree with them, whatever it is. If you say maybe, hey, you know what, if that cashier gave you $5 too much, it's going to come out of their pocket. Why don't you go take it back to that person? You know what I mean? Some people don't like that. So that's what you got. So whatever it was that this person did, what was it that this person did? Ten of Swords reversed. Woo! Go away. Don't bring your bad luck around here. Whew, that's some heavy stuff. So this person could have gone back to an ex. This person could have gone back to Facebook. You know, it's a shame, you know, side joke. It's a shame because I have a lot of people that I really like over on Facebook, you know, and I can't go on Facebook. Just the energy alone is just like, ugh. Anyone else feel like that about Facebook? Just going on, the energy is just, it's nauseating. It's just the energy in general of the actual app. I think it's like literally demonic energy attached to that freaking app. Just period. Whenever I go on there, if I get anything like that, it's just like, oh, I try to get on there now. If I like upload anything, I just send it. I don't check anything. I don't do nothing. But, you know, somebody went back into a situation that they knew they shouldn't have gone back into, whether it was going back into Facebook or going back into relationship with a partner, or, you know, let's say you told somebody, hey, your friend really isn't your friend, and they didn't believe you, and they just kind of went back to that friend or whatever. They got really, really done in. Okay. All right. Yep. That's what that is. That's what that Wheel of Fortune is. Going back into something, coming back around. All right. Man. So let's figure out why this person, it feels like they need your help. What is it that because I'm wondering, what is it that they think that you can do to help them? Why is it that they're saying, help me? Because you got the Five of Wands here next to this Ten of Swords. And then you got the Justice here at the bottom of the deck. Okay. 99 beautiful souls. 100. Thank you. What is it that they think you can do for them? What is it that this distressed person thinks you can do to help them? The Lovers. Okay. Okay. I'm starting to channel. Switching into that mode. Switching into mode. I'm going to get one more, but all right, hold on. So, this person thinks it's a couple different things. I think energetically they feel like you can just heal them. Maybe they feel some kind of an attachment to you. So whatever it is that this person does, they do it for, I'm getting the word face value. They're doing it for face value. So there could be someone that just thinks somebody has a pretty face. Maybe they value people by their looks. That could be what it is. Somebody could value somebody by their looks. But like my 11th grade geometry teacher said, looks can be deceiving. So a lot of times people who can be very beautiful can be very, very dark. You know? At least visually stimulating. People who can be very, not everyone. Some people, the beauty actually does match what is inside. But for some, you know, it is not. And I don't necessarily know that it's right to judge, because chances are people who have been in that position, maybe they've been taken advantage of many, many times. Which is why people tend to get led or lured by people's beauty or captivated. But it's kind of like a double-edged sword for both. So you have one person using somebody for something, and then the other person using them for something. So they're both using each other. All right. Something about being taken at face value. I really do feel like something has a lot to do with the way somebody looks. Maybe somebody doesn't think that somebody thinks that you look harmless. Okay. Maybe somebody thought somebody was better looking than the other person. You can have that too. I mean, it doesn't necessarily matter how beautiful you can be, how much whatever it is, how much you take care of yourself, how angelic you can be. When people only value you for the way that you look, they're always going to be looking for something else to top that. So if that opportunity ever presents itself. So I've realized I'm going down a rabbit hole. All right. It's something about that, but there's something else that's hidden. Okay? But I feel like that's the shallow reason behind it. So let's say somebody, now I don't remember if there's any pentacles. No, we have 3 pentacles over here. I don't think there was any other pentacles. With that in mind, sometimes people do things for certain reasons. You know, maybe they have more stuff. Maybe they have more money, wealth. Maybe they have more contacts. Maybe they have more connections. There's some sort of an advantage that somebody had over another person. Whereas you could have been very, very true to spirit. You know, pure of heart, best of intentions. Okay. All right. All right. It's starting to go away. All right. So with that in mind, whatever it was with this person that they did, now they want to come back because you are the truth. You are the real deal. Okay. I'm going to throw another example out there. Okay. Whether it's something about, beauty, looks, because even friends, people actually do choose friends based on their looks. Not that they're attracted to each other, but there is some sort of an attraction. I'm getting that too. Sometimes people choose friends to hang out with based on looks and appearance too. Okay. That's another story. But let's say you provide a service and they went with the competition. Or let's say somebody seemed like they were a little bit better. We get that. Sometimes if you have somebody who's been doing tarot for 30 years, you have somebody, and this is nothing against that, but you have somebody that just is like very, very attractive. You can have that too. And people will gravitate towards that person, And I'm not saying that that's what it's about, but sometimes people can be like that they will pick certain people. I remember using this before. Going to a grocery store. Sometimes people will, I used this actually in a reading before. If you're in a grocery store, if you're in line at a grocery store, sometimes people will go with they'll get in the line of the prettier cashier or the handsome or the good looking cashier, and the other person who's incredibly efficient. This one's on their phone all the time and they're doing whatever and they're just being giddy and they're just being like a kid should be. Or a young person should be. And somebody doesn't, the person that's been very, very well seasoned, and they're quick and they're just good with their stuff and they're whatever. People always gravitate towards the looks, whatever the prettiest, more attractive, the more glitzy thing is. All right. Give me more on this. Mm-hmm. It's weird. Psychedelic again. You have what is now? This person may think, okay, so this person, all right, hold on one second, hold on. What is this person's true intentions? What is this person's true intentions? Hello, healing goddess. Hello, Miss. I can't. My cards are here, so I can't really see the names. What are their true intentions? What are their true intentions? What is this person's true intentions? Because I don't like how that looks. All right. What is this person's true intentions? 111. Their true intentions. I don't like how this feels, but looks are deceiving. Looks are deceiving. Hang on. Hang on, because of the way that I feel does not reflect how these cards are coming out. Clarify this for once. I'm going to do one more. All right. And this is in reverse. Their true intentions. It's the Empress in reverse and the Four of Wands. And Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So I really think it is something about looks and attraction. That's what it is. That's what it is. That's so crazy to me. Basically, somebody's like hot for somebody. I don't think that this person really understands anything. Mythical Burrito, how are you? My buddy. I don't think that this person understands anything. Anything outside of their eyeballs and their hormones. That's what it all is. Yeah, they're completely available, but yeah, it's not for anything that can be long-term withstanding. Somebody mentioned a little while ago it could be a control thing, and it very well could be, especially with the Temperance in reverse. And that Strength card. I feel like there's a lot of dynamics to whatever it was that this person was probably trying to gain from somebody. Okay? They probably couldn't control somebody. So let's say somebody finds you incredibly just ravishing, attractive. Ravishing, I feel, is a little bit, I don't know why I said that word, but let's say somebody's just hot for you. All right? They just got it for you. You know, they just want you. Okay? Thank you. Very, very cool. But let's say, you know, they put that somebody can't understand the difference between love and emotion and attraction. So once the looks tend to fizzle out or they see something else, then they kind of get distracted and then they want to come back, you know, I don't know. But it's like this person wants to start again with you. So they could be coming to you as if they are needing you. And I feel like you do probably feel something within this person. Because they do, for whatever reason, look up to... Ooh. Oh, okay. So they look up to you. But it's like... I use the word weird a lot, and I'm not trying to use that word, but I'm only saying weird because it's like I can't understand it, and it's wrong of me to say that, so forgive me. Just because I can't connect or relate to that doesn't mean that it's weird or there's anything wrong with it. So I got to try to stop saying the word weird. All right. But me personally, I can't relate to it. To put somebody up on a pedestal, you know, to make you look a certain way because of the way that you look or something about you, you know, something about you. Maybe there's some sort of a strength. And the thing is like with Alice here, you know, this person wants to look down on you. They look up to you. This is like weird. They want you to look up to them, though. They want you to follow them. They want you to be hooked on them. Hey, the Phoenix 7777, how are you? They want you to, but like, think they are the SHIT. Okay. And really, you're just like plain Alice. You know, not that Alice is plain, but you're just like, you know, you're just like, hey, whatever. You know, you're just like very, very humble. You don't really, you know, you just do your own thing. And this person does, to some degree, want some form of control. Okay. Give me a little bit more on this. 119 souls. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. Exactly. Gravity takes some. And you're perfect. It's a curse being perfect, isn't it? All right. That's weird. Ten of Swords is now in, and this was actually right here, so it must have not, I can't play it back. This landed on top of the Ten of Swords, and the Ten of Swords was in reverse. So this High Priestess must have kicked it off. Okay, so here's the catch. Here is the catch. Hello there, is that, Walker? I see you. Okay, how you doing? Walker, Texas Ranger. I don't know why that popped in my head. My mom used to love that show. So here's the thing, okay? Whoever, yes, Dan Walker. Whoever this person is, they don't want you to know that they ran off with someone else. They don't want you to know. They don't want you either. For some people, yes. For some people, it is that. For some people, it is that. They don't want you to know that they ran off with somebody else and kind of got, what's the word? When I was a kid growing up, they got dissed. They got, what's the word? Psych. I'm hearing the word psych. Psych. They got, the proper word, discarded. They got denied. But I'm getting, it's something, it's like more of a, it's like a, more of a, oh, healing goddess. It's more of a, gypped. No, it's more of a slang, insulting term. It's like, not dissed, it's like, I keep getting like psych. It's like, so when I was growing up, kids would be like, you know, the guy friends of mine, they would always play this joke on each other. They'd hold out their hand and like, psych, like, you know, oh, you thought we were friends. Nope, psych. You know, I don't know. Did that happen? That was, maybe that was just a Baltimore thing. I don't know, but did that go on anywhere else? So it could be like somebody, yeah, well, yes. Um, but somebody like almost like lured them to make them think that they had it in the bag, but they were like, huh, what? It's like that. You're like, oh no, did you think it was more than that? That's what happened to this person. That's what happened to this person. Yes, there's lots of, it's a certain word, I can't think of what it is, but it's almost more insulting. It's more insulting. Okay. But they don't want somebody to know that that happened to them. Okay. Um, on top of, on top of, they don't want you to know. That's what it is. I feel like they feel humiliated. Exactly. See, the missed opportunity. This person, you know, was strutting around being like, oh, you know, and this person got lured in. Okay. So they're seeing it as, you know, oh man, I had this. That's what happens when you're greedy. Somebody was just very, very greedy. Somebody's just greedy. Okay. Mm-hmm. Greedy. You're greedy. Anything else with this? Is there anything else with this? I heard warning. Let's get warning. Let's look. What is this warning before I move on? What is this warning? 129 souls. Thank you, everyone. Where was everyone last night? It wasn't a lot of people in here last night, so I actually did. Had a very low count. Oh, it was fine. It was fine. It was fun. But last night I actually did personals for donation because I didn't have a lot of people, so I was able to kind of keep up. Well, did everyone have a nice Saturday night? How about that? That's what's most important, whether you were with me or not. I hope everyone had a very nice Saturday night. Anyway, warning. Oh. Oh, that's creepy. That's creepy. I said warning because I was getting ready to move this out and something said warning. So something wanted me to do more cards. There's a king and queen of cups. In between them is the seven of cups. And at the bottom of the deck is the three of swords. I hope this isn't some kind of sadistic evil plan. Hold on. Are people really this creepy? I thought this kind of stuff only happened in like thrillers and like, you know, suspense thrillers. All right. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. All right. All right. So I keep noticing I'm getting goody two shoes. Goody two shoes. You're the living nightmare? Whew. Hey, at least you own it. Thank you for all the gifts. Thank you. 135 beautiful souls. Thank you. Goody two shoes. Here's what I'm getting. There it is again. Look at that. Look at that. So, a couple different things here. Okay. Somebody could think you're a goody two shoes. They could be pretending to be one like you. That could be their way to kind of come back in. Whoever this person is, they want to rush back in. There's something really, really interesting about this energy. So the thing is this person doesn't really want to put in any work on themselves. They don't want to put on any work on themselves. They may say that they want to elevate spiritually. I actually feel like this person, now here's something that's really, really interesting. This person could actually be quite intuitive, but they use it negatively. Okay, they use it negatively. They use it to their advantage. Okay, so it's like they skillfully plan and plot their moves. Now, with that in mind, they think that the way that they do things is okay. And maybe, I mean, if it is for them, then that's fine. But I feel like, whatever their motives or whatever incentives it is that they have is very, very different from yours. Whoever you are, which side of the fence it is that you're on. Now, the interesting thing is, if this person is, I'm going to say was, more intuitive, thank you again. They were very intuitive. It's almost like whatever it is now driving them stir crazy. It's almost like they can't decipher now. So somebody could be getting a lot of messages, downloads, or something like that. I feel like it's them, because I feel like they were trying to do something in particular to kind of plot something. But now it's like it's something is like slowly driving them crazy. All right. I feel like whatever it was that they were doing is energetically kind of backfiring on them. Because maybe let's say you're the high priestess, let's say you are. Let's say you're highly intuitive. Okay. They probably know that they're unable to kind of fool you. That's awesome. Thank you. But let's say that they are unable to fool you. They know that they can't fool you. They're just, let's say they're just a queen of cups and you're the high priestess. Even if they were the king of cups, you're the high priestess. Okay. Yeah, it was awesome, wasn't it? So they know that you're probably, I don't know. That's what I'm getting. This person may want to try to do something to throw you off. They may want to kind of come in impulsively. All right. So, however it is that you can make sense out of all that nonsense, but I don't know that I like the energy. And I did get the word warning. So let's say, you could even have this person now for some. There could be two people who could be working together. And one person may come back to you. So keep this in the back of your mind. I always say don't talk to anyone, don't gossip about people. That's what I like to say, because I feel like this person could come back and try to get you to talk about another person. And then they're going to go back to the other person. So let's say whoever this person is, they come to you and they say, yeah, I was with this person and they did this, and that. And then you could be like, oh, well, yeah, and start talking trash. And then they're going to go back to that person. So, because I did get the word warning. And it doesn't have to be limited to those things. It doesn't have to be limited to those things. So, and when I had gotten the word warning, it was when that Three of Swords came out. That Three of Swords was there. Okay. Yeah. So, that's what I got with that. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's one thing to talk about something or discuss something, but just to like viciously just kind of like, I don't like talk about somebody for any reason. I mean, if somebody does something to you, you don't know why they do something, it's one thing. If you're trying to talk to somebody to figure out something, why somebody did something. It's kind of like that. And sometimes we get sucked into certain things, It's very difficult sometimes navigating, especially if the heart gets involved. So, I don't need to know why. Yeah, I agree. Sometimes it's like, at least for me, I'm just like, I don't care. Even like romantic relationships and stuff like that. Because, I do get, I'm Italian. You like to protect somebody. You like to have somebody's back. You want to defend somebody. Every time I've defended people, it's backfired on me. In fact, a lot of times, even at I'm Sicilian. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. But it's like when literally any time in my life, whenever I've actually defended somebody, as it's coming out of my mouth, something is like, no. Literally, I hear no, as it's coming out of my mouth when I defend somebody. Every MFing time that person showed me. So, I hate to say that, but Greek, Italians, and Greeks are cut from the same cloth. Very, very similar. Yes. Neighbors. Mediterranean. Yeah. All right. You want to do another general? Or are we done? Or are we done for the night? You want to do another one, a fresh one? All right. Everyone is thirsty for more, huh? Let's get some more readings. Let's satiate the palate. Some more tarot to wet your whistle. You're new. Hello. Thank you. All right. Well, at least it's in the upright. Chariot. Five of Swords. I don't like that. Think about this Chariot. Death came out sideways. We're going to take it in the upright. Page of Cups in the sideways. We're going to take that in the upright. And we did have the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck. That's stuck in my mind. And then we have the King of Pentacles here. So we have, somebody's little one is going to, somebody has a child. It feels like well, no, it could be a little girl. But it feels like hey, Lynn. It feels like it could be a little boy in elementary school age. They're going to be winning an award for something. Okay, they're going to be winning an award for something. That's just a side note. This could even be like a little art contest or something like that. It could be like an art contest. Something is very, very unique about something, the way that they do. They could be. So maybe somebody's teacher or something like that may even come up to them and say, "Hey, your child's like a prodigy. There's something about them that's incredibly unique. I'm getting a lot about this. Whoever this is, yeah, that's really, really cool. They do things very, very different, very odd. Well, at least I don't want to say odd. Different from everyone else. Okay, and there's something very, very unique. Okay, all right. But yeah, somebody's going to be winning some sort of like an award or something like that, or somebody may get contacted and say, hey, you know, there's something very, very special about them. Okay? It's something that they do. It's something that they do. I'm getting something a lot about art. Could even be like a musical talent or somehow musically inclined. They're very artistic. Okay? There's somebody has a child that's very artistic. They're very good at drawing and paints. Okay? Okay? I'm getting that. However, now with this Chariot, I don't know why I kind of dove off onto that for whatever reason. You're winning a community award in music in July. Very, very nice. No, I don't want to say that. Do I want to say that? Every reading can't be all bad. Come on. Give me more on this Chariot. Just had to, didn't I? Just had to do it. All right. Well, I have to go there. I just have to go there. Okay. When I saw the Chariot card and the Five of Swords that was at the bottom of the deck, for whatever reason, I keep seeing that card. I keep being reminded about that. Okay. And when I asked to clarify the Chariot, the Seven of Swords came out. Somebody may have had dealings with a malignant narcissist. Okay. If it's not that, somebody may find out. I don't want to say that. And there's a tower staring at me. Everyone, make sure that you're taking very good care of yourself and your health. Take good care of yourself and your health. Okay? I'm not supposed to talk about anything like that. Okay? Make sure that you are, you know, years and years and years ago, I, went through something and I gained some weight. And I remember researching superfoods that help you lose weight. Foods, that help you lose weight, superfoods that help you lose weight, specifically superfoods. I researched I don't know how relevant that is now, but this is something that I did years ago. So I did it. I don't know if this is going to fit everyone else. However, a lot of these foods were, it was like tomatoes and stuff like that. It was, and all I did was eat those. And at the time, I couldn't stand tomatoes. But for whatever reason, tomatoes keep sticking out. Lycopene. Is that what's in tomatoes? All right. Anyway. That's all I did is I ate what was on this list of superfoods. And, my health improved everything like that. The weight came off like that. Okay. I had other people were like, man, what's going on with you? And I told somebody else who was actually struggling with the same thing. She started doing it. And then the weight came off of her. And she became like this, it was like really, really cool. With that in mind, just start researching certain things. Like if you are, experiencing something, a setback, a sickness, okay? Somebody could, start researching things that could be natural alternatives, if you need whatever, okay? I'm not saying dismiss medical. I'm not saying that, okay? But somebody may need to start taking better care of their health, okay? So maintenance first, start maintaining, start researching certain things, okay? And that's all I'm going to say about that. However, something about a malignant narcissist, somebody may find out about. Well, I'm just going to put it this way. You have the Death card and you have the Tower card. And you have the Chariot. Somebody could be careful when people are driving. Everyone be careful when they're driving. All right. However, I feel like somebody may find out about the passing of someone who wasn't a very good person. Let's not have any celebrate. Let's keep it clean. Let's keep it classy. Okay? Let's keep it classy. I'll just put it like that. You have no brakes. Don't drive anywhere. Get them brakes fixed. Please. Please, I beg of you. Do not drive. All right. Any more on this? Two of Wands. Four of Swords. The Moon in reverse. Okay. Somebody's contract is about to end. Okay. Somebody's contract is about to end. Whether someone's about to pay off their car, someone's going to find out that something that they're doing is not good for their health, and it could be leading to catastrophe and disease, that they're going to have to change their life, change their eating habits, everything. So that's also an ending of that's starting a new contract, a new health contract, for maintaining yourself. I'm not technically seeing marriage. The Chariot I could see more or less sometimes can be like a wedding. I don't necessarily see it as a marriage, as of right now. Well, yeah, I guess, no, I'm not going to, I'm getting no, I can't say it. So let's say this is someone that you used to be. It could be someone that you used to be married to, because you do have the Four of Swords, okay? So close, immediate family. When you get married and if you have kids or whatever, or your partner, your marital partner is your immediate family. Your family, your mom and dad, is no longer technically your immediate family, okay? Because you now have a new one. That's how it's being shown to me, okay? I realize everyone has their own way of looking at it, but that's how I figure it out. Somebody could find out, it could even be like, I don't have any like actual parental figures or anything like that. Well, it could be mom. Moon can be signify like a feminine, okay? Don't have to be like marriage. Somebody else asked if it was about a marriage, You take what resonates for you. I wasn't technically seeing marriage, but I could see where, maybe it could, if I really wanted to kind of reach, I could actually say it was about a marriage. But technically, no. All right. And contracts don't always have to be marriage, Thank you. Yeah, it's the Tarot in Wonderland. It's a really, really good deck. All right. All right. Oh. Thinking about this moon. Is that a new moon coming up, or is that a full moon coming up? I don't usually follow that stuff. Kind of follow it, but I don't like keep it to the date when I'm just like, oh, it's tonight, and then I might, whatever. But it's a new moon. Okay. All right. So what I was thinking, but I wasn't sure, because I think the full moon is going to be in the next full moon is in Libra, and this new moon is in Aries. Am I right? I think. Yeah. I think so. Yeah, that would make sense. Yes. Because, yes, the sun is right now in Aries. The new moon is in Aries, but the full moon, I think, if I'm correct, if I remember correctly, the full moon of the month, whatever zodiac sign it is, it's the opposite, or the opposite zodiac sign. So the opposite of Aries is Libra. So full moon will be in Libra this month, just like next month is Taurus. So in the month of Taurus, the full moon, I could be wrong, I don't know, but I think that's how it is. So like next month in Taurus, when the sun is in Taurus, the full moon would be Scorpio. So the full moon during Taurus season would be Scorpio. Okay. Okay. So maybe I am okay. All right. The reason I was saying that is because this would, to me, would indicate full moon. This would indicate, new moon or waning. Okay. All right. So give me more about this. What do we need to know about this? The Fool, Lovers. That's it. That's it. Yeah. That's it. Somebody is about to release a contract. This could just be an energetic release. We're having a lot of plans. I'm not an astrologer. And you don't, I mean, technically for what I'm saying, you don't have to be, because everyone talks about it on TikTok, depending on your newsfeed. But I think everyone pretty much knows that, Pisces is going to be, Pisces is going to be, Pluto is in Aquarius, and Saturn is in Pisces. All right. With that in mind, that's what this feels like. There is a new change. And I feel like some of it's going to be popping off with that moon. There is going to be, it's like a new contract is coming in. It's kind of how I'm getting it. It is just like something brand new, brand spanking new. So if someone has been in a series or a season, or even, why am I going to say a century? Not a century. Oh, that's interesting. Centuries of narcissism. I just heard centuries of narcissism. Century of narcissism. Things are going to be changing. I don't know how relevant or how true that is. That's just what I'm intuiting. It's going to be a new beginning of more loving energy. Now, to get there, it's going to be quite rare. That's what I'm getting. Okay? That's literally what I'm getting. I don't know how true any of this is. That's what I'm getting. It's like the deceptive energies. You know how people like, they're just kind of like lie, I know this sounds ridiculous. This sounds nitpicky, but it's really not. But it literally, even in the slightest degree, how you doing? Oh, I'm great. When you know you're just telling somebody a freaking lie. You're lying right to their face. You're just like, but you don't tell people. But we've been BSing ourselves. Even something so simple as that. Okay. So it's like a new wave of energy is going to be coming in. It is a complete new beginning. I feel like people are going to be more loving to themselves and more loving to each other. Okay. I don't know how true this is, but this is kind of what I'm feeling from the energy. It's probably going to take a little while to get there, of course, but that's what's going to be being ushered in. This is what I'm getting. All right. I also feel like if you, and I'm visualizing, I'm not an astrologer, but for whatever reason, I'm getting this. I don't know how true it is. I was telling somebody about this a little while ago. I think I was telling somebody about this a little while ago. 2008 was when, 2008 was when, was it Saturn went into Capricorn? Is that correct? Saturn went into Capricorn. I believe anyway, if I'm not mistaken. And that's when a lot of things had kind of changed for a lot of people. At least for me, that was kind of like, there was like a string of narcissists that I kind of dealt with throughout that entire time. Just miserable. And I'm just like, what in the world? So that whole 88, great number. That whole time, I don't know if anyone else had been dealing with something similar to that. I feel like this is like going to be a new, fresh energy. It's something very, very different. Now, what I'm getting is that doesn't mean that we're in the clear. Okay? Maybe a certain pattern of behaviors, maybe we're passing that. Maybe we're getting over that. Maybe we're getting beyond that. Now we have a new energy. And this energy, so far, it looks good. There could be some problems, with it. There could be some problems. Oh, there could be some more, bordering, I'm getting something about obsessions. There could be like new obsessions. I don't know where I'm getting any of this from. I don't even know why, because I'm not really into like astrology like that. Okay. There's going to be a new wave of energy coming in. And I feel like it could be closely related to the new moon that's coming up. It's almost like that's going to be the switch. Boom, here we are. We're in it. That's what I'm getting. All right. Anything else? So if somebody has been dealing with those kind of energies, I feel like, it's going to be there's going to be a new kind of energy ushering in, and that energy is going to be going away. Although I'm sure that haven't probably fully, gotten rid of it. I'm sure that they're going to be still lingering around. It's just Ace of Swords. People are going to start to be more direct and honest. And people are going to start to be more intuitive, more discerning. There's going to be definitely more discernment coming in. That's what it is. There's definitely going to be more discernment. People are going to be more investing in themselves. Okay? More or less investing in themselves. All right? People are going to be starting to work on their spirituality a lot more too. There you go. Hermit. Yep. This is an interesting reading. I don't think I've ever really had anything was basically a lot on, astrology, even though I'm not like an astrologer. So I don't even know if any of this makes any sense. Or if there's even any truth in it, but that's what I'm getting. All right. So it's like, and I was getting it as far as, that's right. In the beginning, I was getting a whole bunch of stuff. I was getting stuff about, changing the way that you eat. It's just something that's going to be completely different. Changing the way that we eat, more healthy stuff. Doing more research. Also, a shift in the energy, and it doesn't literally have to be, the passing or the transition of somebody that we knew. Could it be? Yes. I'm not going to say no. Because we did have the cards, I was just like, oh, that definitely could be that. So there could be someone who may be ending a contract, because of a separation, because of a passing. Okay. For some, it could be that. In fact, definitely it could be. But for others, it's basically more or less an energetic shift that we're no longer going to be, in that energy. And it's not even like, I don't even feel like we're going to really even be in that victim energy anymore. I feel like that's going to be changing too. I'm getting that, which is kind of strange because I don't necessarily would think that the energy would be like that, but I'm kind of getting something like that. I'm not throwing shade on Pisces, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, I remember somebody saying Piscean energy tends to like to be the martyr or the victim. So it kind of doesn't make sense to me, but that's what I'm kind of getting. Yeah. So people are going to stop being so, well, with Saturn, I guess it's going to, okay, so it's going to be more strict. Okay. So that would make sense, I guess, if I'm right. I don't know. I know about tarot. I don't like to talk about things that I'm not really like, whatever into. It's not my, whatever. I leave it for, people that do that. But sometimes I intuit messages. So. All right. All right. Let's do a quick one. Do a quick one, and then we're going to enjoy the rest of our Sunday. All right. All right. Let's see. Let's see. There it is. Strength. Ace of Cups. Emperor. I'll tell you what. Somebody is going to be doing something to put themselves out there. Okay? I feel like somebody's going to be dropping the, not dropping the ego. Literally, that's basically what it is. Dropping the shyness. Dropping the shyness. And in doing that, that's what's going to bring in love. Okay? That's going to bring in not only love for yourself, because it's like when you're holding yourself back, when you don't, so this is from my perspective, when you don't put yourself out there, or you're afraid because you're afraid of what other people think of you. And the funny thing is like TikTok is proof of it. It doesn't matter how goofy you are. In fact, people love to see you at your worst. As sad as it is to say that. But look at, so example, a lot of my readings and my videos, I try to work on, the bettering of self. That's, people that gravitate towards me are for that. Other readers may do stuff, differently. But, I try to figure out ways to solve things. I try to give good advice through wisdom or whatever, through my teachings, through things that I've learned through things that I'm studying, school. But, I went and did live readings at Big Bottom Inn. No, Big Bottom Brewer. I can't say this word. Brewery. I can't say that word fast. Brewery. Oh, I just said it. Anyway, I did readings there Friday night. And I was, talking to the owner. And apparently he had a video go viral. He said, yeah, I had a video go viral or something like that last week or whatever. I think they got over 7 million. 7 million. I was like, whoa. That's amazing. In fact, I got to check out the video. And he told me about it. Apparently somebody came in and, it was like somebody caught on video, like I don't think it was necessarily a bar fight, but it was like a disturbance or a dispute. And they got it on video, and he uploaded it to TikTok, and he got like, boom, 7 million views. He said literally like within an hour, he had like over 1 million. The first hour that it was uploaded. And I'm just like, that's the sad part is when you try to put out good, positive information, to try to help people to better themselves, to get them on the right path. Those views tank. You barely can keep your head above water, but something, very, very yucky. People are just, they're just like, they can't get enough. In fact, it's like the lifeblood, So that's the example. Okay. Anyway, this, when somebody kind of like drops the feeling of being shy, the feeling of being afraid, of putting themselves out there, that's when they're probably going to find new love, because people gravitate toward the people like to see you at your worst. People like to see you at your rawness. People like to see you. People don't like to see people who seem perfect and have their act together, because it's like, it's hard to relate. It's hard to relate. They can't relate to it. So people like to relate to themselves. And I'm not saying the majority of people are horrible or anything like that, but I think it just makes people feel better knowing that, you know, other people are they have F up moments too. Okay. So if you roll out of bed, you haven't combed your hair, you haven't brushed your teeth, you haven't put on your makeup. In fact, your makeup's probably all smeared. People probably would rather watch that than somebody that's, you know, puts on their eye makeup that's actually running. Makes sense? Okay. Yep. Somebody's definitely going to be putting themselves out there. They're going to be like, you know, I don't care. This is it. This is me. That's what's going to bring in some new love, because people want to know the real you. How many times do we get involved with people, get in a relationship with people? I saw one of those like psychological videos last night on YouTube. New relationships don't last. I think the first 3 to 4 months. I think that's what it was. It was like one of those psychological facts. New relationships don't last beyond that, you know. That's because generally that's when the mask starts to flip off. You know, you start to see people for who they really are. Because when you first start, you know, it's like applying for a job. You know, you tell the boss or the person that wants to hire you all the good things about you, how wonderful you are, how much you deserve a spot, you know, in their home, under their roof, you know, why you deserve to work with their family, how much you fit in. And then as time goes by, you see this person for what they really are. So it's kind of like being hired for a job, you know, or, you know, what qualifications do you have to walk down the street holding my hand? What are your qualifications? It's kind of like that. So after the first few months, you know, the mask starts to fall off and you're like, oh, this relationship isn't going to work. So people are going to start to be who they really are from day one. That's what it looks like. You know what? Hey, I'm clumsy. Hey, you know what? I look a mess. I look a wreck when I roll out of bed. But I clean up nice. But hey, you know, I remember years ago, I started talking to this girl. And she and she was like, I want to see you without your makeup on. I'm like, I only really put on eye makeup. And she was like, I want to see you without your makeup on. And we like really started talking. She was like, well, she was like, we're going to find out soon enough or not. I was like, well, you kind of have a point there. You want to see me without makeup on? All right. It's like that. No, it's ginger beer. Reed's ginger beer. All right. Anything? No, that's what I'm getting. Yeah. Somebody's going to start to be their true, honest self. Mm-hmm. 10 of Cups. Nice. Somebody's family. Okay, so somebody's family is so if you were to bring somebody home, is it freezing up? It was glitching last night. Somebody brings their family home, brings you home to their oh. We're taking a little turn here. Somebody could meet another person. I feel like that's what it is. Somebody could actually meet somebody. Okay. However, Somebody's family is not going to approve of somebody. Okay. I don't know why that came out. Well, literally, I was just talking about, I'm not saying, that happened with me. Her and I, we just kind of like fell out. We just banged heads. But with that, let's say, there's, two different people, two different kinds of people. Maybe somebody's family doesn't, it could cause problems. I agree. I agree family don't need to approve, but there's a lot of people that live for the validation of their family. And their whole family may abandon them, and some people just aren't ready to let go of their family, especially for somebody that's brand new in a relationship. I go through that. I go through that a lot, So, yeah. People are like, I've only just recently started talking to you. My family may not, whatever. Because of what you do or what you used to do, for work. So I go through that quite a bit. So people aren't willing to risk their entire family for somebody that they've just gotten to know. Somebody that actually probably could be a good match, but they're not willing to risk it. Because, let's face it, relationships are not very, they haven't been very promising in the last several years. So, swords. All right. Anyway, anything else? The trick is here is to not worry about it. I feel like, a lot of times it's like we put too many expectations on relationships. We get involved with people or we meet people and we always think this is the one, this is the one, this is the one, this is the one. The one what? It's just another person. You think we would all learn by now. You meet somebody, it's just, maybe it's just not, it is what it is. It's just another person. Hey, let's get to know each other. Let's see where this goes. And if something doesn't work out, and for whatever their reason is, that's their choice. To me, it's like, my family wouldn't make me choose. My family would not. Not everyone's family is like that. And that's their karma. That's their familial karma. My family would not say, oh, we don't want that person here. My family wouldn't do that. So I don't have that worry. But other people do. We're all different. So, and if it's not a match, then it's just not a match. It is what it is. Just move it on. So, I think that's probably an important part here is something to learn is if we meet people, just keep in the back of our mind that this doesn't mean that it is the one, because it's going to take work with both people. It's going to take work. It's not just going to fall into place. It's not going to. It says every relationship is not a Hollywood movie. And I think that's part of we romanticize everything. Family would not say that they give that chance. They say, I am not sleeping. Yeah, see? Yeah. So it's probably good to get out of that dreamer idea, if the relationship comes your way, or a potential person, is to kind of don't put that expectation on it, because that's where the sadness comes in. When somebody doesn't meet your expectation, that's when the depression comes in, because you feel like you lost something that you didn't even have. You lose something that you didn't even have. You just idealized it. You put it on a pedestal, thinking that it was this wonderful thing, thinking that it was your twin flame. when it's just another person. It's just another soul that you're trying to connect with. So we're putting so much expectation on it, and then we feel lost and depleted, and just the wind sucked out of us, and we feel like we can't go on anymore, and I don't want to love anymore, and then we get into that bull. I mean, you know. So yeah, so maybe it's good to not put expectations on things anymore. You know, things happen. Things happen. I used to be like that too. I used to be a little Miss Romantic. You know, I used to think about the fairy tale. You know, I don't think about that anymore. I tried not to with the last one. I fell into it a little bit, but then I was like, you know, even in the beginning, I was like, well, it is what it is. If something, you know, whatever. So, but yeah, I don't think I've ever met anyone that was really as romantic as me. Well, I can't say that. I can't say that. That wouldn't be fair if I said that. However, women like really have drawn the romance out of me. Flying solo while you learn about yourself. Yes, definitely. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think that's the most important part, is learning about yourself, what you like, you know, learning your emotions, how to navigate it. And then when you're going to add another human into that space, you have to kind of dance around that somehow. I think people a lot of times get into relationships and they think that they're not going to hit any speed bumps. You're going to hit speed bumps. It is what it is. Oh, very nice. I wanted a little boy. I did. You know what's funny? It's going to sound strange. But like, I remember when I was a kid, I had a lot of like interesting experiences when I was a kid. Paranormal, yada, yada, yada. And I remember I didn't want to have kids. I was kind of like, for whatever reason, kind of afraid to have kids. I don't know. I didn't really want kids. But I would sometimes think about, you know, when I get older, I'm going to adopt. And I didn't really want the idea or the concept of having kids. I'd never really thought of it. Honestly, I always felt like I was the boy. I always felt like a masculine energy, you know. So I never really thought of it that way. It felt weird to me. You have 2 boys and 3 girls. No TV. Yeah. But I always felt like the boy, if that makes sense. I was like a real tomboy. All my friends were boys. I used to arm wrestle them. I used to beat them all in the arm wrestling matches. I always used to beat them in the push-ups. You know, I was, you know, I was one of the fastest. I wasn't the fastest runner in the class, but I was one of the fastest. You know, I beat a lot of the boys. I played with He-Man dolls, you know. I always got baby dolls and stuff for Christmas, but you know, I had my little boyfriends, not boyfriends, but boy friends, my buddies. And I used to have my like suitcase of Matchbox and Hot Wheels cars, and I had to take my Barbies because I had to kind of beg for, you know, cars, Tonka trucks. And I would always get baby dolls and Barbies. But I made do with it. You know, my friend would have, no, we didn't do weird perverted stuff with our toys. No, we were kids. But he would have his He-Man, you know, and our wrestlers, we had the, you know, Jimmy Snuka and Hulk Hogan and Roddy Piper and, you know, Iron Sheik. Those like wrestling dolls. And I had the Barbie, so it kind of like worked out good. But I always felt like the boy. So I didn't want kids when I was a kid. It felt weird to me. And then as I got older, you know, of course, being Italian, my mom, you know, never one was like, you know, you're going to have babies, you're going to have lots of babies. So it kind of like got indoctrinated into me. And then as I got older, I got, you know, got the idea that I'm supposed to have babies because I'm a woman and I have a womb and all da 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 da. So for a long time, I was like, you know, I'm going to have, you know, I wanted to have babies. I want to have a kid. And I remember when I came out to my mom, she was very okay with it. But then like a day or two later, she called me crying because she didn't think she wanted me to have grandbabies, you know, and that was like a big thing, you know, in the family, is to have kids. The funny thing is, one of the good things about like my ex before, you know, the last person I was talking to, I remember talking to her, and she had said, and it kind of woke me up, and it reminded me that I never really even wanted kids. It was almost like indoctrinated into me to have kids. Now, my mom has since passed, so it's like not like I don't have a partner or anyone. So it's like there's a reason why I didn't have kids, I guess. Okay. But my one ex was like, yeah, she said that she had never wanted kids but wanted to adopt. And I was like, it's funny you say that. Because I was always afraid to say something because I technically never really wanted kids. Now, if I met someone with kids, that would be wonderful. But I never wanted to actually have my own. But then I kind of went through the period of feeling bad because, you know, I was kind of getting at the point where it's like, I'm not going to be able to have kids because I'm getting old. But I think a lot of that was basically from being, you know, feeling like I had to make everyone else happy by having a child. That's just me from my personal experience, you know. But yeah, I technically never actually wanted to physically have a child. Good night. Thank you for hanging out with me. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, it is. And it's just interesting because it took somebody else to say that. Yes, I have Dexter. Yeah, snoring over here, by the way. Yeah. And that's nice. I think it's beautiful. You know? If I had had kids, of course. But it's like, technically when I was, you know, when I was a kid, it was like something I was like, I didn't really want my own kids. I felt like I had something else to do. It's interesting. I felt like I had something else to do. But also because I felt like the man, I felt like I should have a wife. I felt like that as a child. A child! And I felt like having a baby would have felt weird to me. You know? Let me see. Jeez, Dexter, take it easy, dude. What is going on? My goodness. Eight of Swords in reverse. King of Swords. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Hey, Dark Moon Jules. There he is. Somebody is very boring and very... Not that staring at me. Somebody's very boring and very dry. So there could be someone who... They could be attached to someone. Or maybe they were attached to somebody. Somebody probably even got away from that person. It's very possible somebody may have seen me that way too. I don't watch TV. I don't do anything, you know. So I can't talk bad, you know. But somebody may have somebody may actually may have taken advantage of another person. But I feel like with this, somebody may have gotten away from another person, and maybe they thought somebody was a little bit too boring. It's kind of like, okay, so like here's what I'm thinking. You know, like somebody is, you meet someone. I can only imagine that this is what it is. When you meet someone and they find out that the way that you are is really the way that you are. Okay? That you really are, you know, you really do have morals. You really do, you know, you cannot be corrupted. Okay? It's like that. And sometimes people don't think that that is possible. So you meet people and they think, you know, and they'll start telling you certain things that they did, or you know, or they will perform a stunt around you. Like, I don't know, something that you wouldn't normally do, or something that you say that you don't do, and they could try to do something to test it or whatever. Or, you know, you could tell people, you know, well, I don't drink. So I tell people, I'm like, well, I don't drink. You know, and then you go out and they're like, oh, have a drink. I'm like, I don't drink. And people are like, huh? Like, I told you I don't drink. I'm no fun. You know, if that's what fun is to you, that's not me. I see fun in different things. Okay. So somebody really, you know, maybe had gotten involved with somebody who really is like, they're like, oh, this person can't be corrupted. That's really who they are. All right. I don't know that I like, hello, baby. How are you doing? Is it time for your medicine? Oh, it must be. Time to eat. You want to eat. Is that what it is? Oh, all right. Calm down. Jeez. Everything was going fine. You come in here running your mouth. Don't backtalk me. Would you call me? I'm standing right here. I'm sitting right here. All right. You have the Knight of Pentacles. It's no fun. It's no fun. Look at this. We were having a jolly good time until you came in here, ruining the party. All right, let's find out about this Knight of Pentacles. You heard me. Backtalk me. Ten of Swords. Pair of Pentacles. Okay. So, aw. There could be somebody who maybe, there could be actually a reunion or somebody getting back together, or maybe somebody had like the ideal or the hope of it. I am who I'm meant to be. Somebody may have actually had the hope of it. I actually said this recently in a reading with this. So somebody had, let's say somebody tried to do something to hurt you. You probably saw this person for who they were, whatever it was. Maybe they left, they went away. Maybe you were too boring for them. Or they saw that you couldn't be corrupted. Maybe they tried to, on the way out, tried to kick you while you were down. Maybe they tried to hurt you. And it went right over you. You kiss your mother with that dirty mouth? My gosh. He always sounds like I'm sawing off his tail. Oh, where's my mouth? Are you happy? Are you happy? Are you happy? He's old. He's old. You want to sit back here? Yeah. Sit back. Girl, there you go. He's old, old, old. Anyway, whatever it was that this person tried to do to you, you dodged it. You evaded it. So, like I said in the recent, yeah, he had a tooth pulled a little while, or tooth fell out a little while ago. So that's why he does that little snaggle tooth thing once in a while. Whatever it was that this person tried to do to you, it never pierced your skin. So it didn't even hurt. You were able to take off the armor. It never pierced the armor. So whatever it was, it just went right past you. Why is that reminding me of Lilith? Probably because it's a black moon, Grace. Come on now. So let's say somebody, left and, you get somebody who's like, oh, that's why you're always going to be single. You're always going to be single. You're like, oh, well, that doesn't hurt. So I'm going to be going alone. Okay, no big deal. It could be something like that. Somebody could have said something that they thought might have hurt you, and it's like, that doesn't hurt. Don't threaten me with a good time, telling me that's why I'm single. Oh, yeah, don't threaten me with a good time. I'm having a good time being single. That doesn't hurt. You think it hurts? No. So I'm going to be alone, for now, until the next one. That's what that is. That's what that feels like to me. Okay? Once you're able to not let things hurt you or bother you, I feel like that's when, you can actually allow something to kind of come in. Okay? There could be something else that could be coming in. Oh, rainbow. Ooh, little rainbow. Let's see what this has to say. But yeah, I feel like that's what it is. Maybe somebody just wasn't, a very good match. That's how I like to chalk it up. Somebody wasn't a very good match. And somebody may have tried to do something in order to hurt another person. They could have said certain things or did certain things, or maybe they could have talked bad about you. Or tried to do something that hurt you when it really just didn't even hurt you. It didn't even bother you. It's like, you know what, I've been through so much anyway. And I'm okay with whatever. I'm good with this or that. It's no big deal to me. That's what that is. I'm okay with working by myself. It's no big deal. I can still get it done whether you're here or not. That's what this feels like to me. It's okay. No big deal. And it's like a new love for yourself. It's like you have so much love for yourself that you know that whatever it is that somebody says about you, it's that same old saying. It's technically not a reflection of you. Somebody's realizing that, hey, that really is what it is. Okay? He said he's the best I'll ever have. Okay. It's good to think good about yourself. I'll just give him that. So, hey, at least he thinks good about himself. Thinks highly of himself. Okay. Say all you want. Hurt it all. Yep. All right. It's that Seven of Swords. Anything else about this? Ooh. Ace of Wands. Knight of Wands. And then we got the Ace of Pentacles. Man. Have that Ace of Wands. Now we got this Ace of Pentacles. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So, if somebody was dealing with somebody like that, or somebody might have done something to, on the way out said some things that could have been hurtful, or try to do something to kind of hurt somebody or betray another person, and it didn't even touch you, I feel like somebody's going to be going into a new season or series. Somebody could even be getting a new job, and it's going to give them a lot more energy. I feel like someone's going to be giving them some energy. They're going to be like recharged. Somebody's going to be recharged. Be careful about being recharged. Make sure you're checking out your bank account and your credit card, stuff like that. Make sure you weren't double charged for something. Anyway, I feel like somebody's going to be getting a recharge of energy, with whatever this person is. Yeah. I'm not going to say necessarily they were a bad person, but for whatever reason, they, I don't know. People do that a lot for whatever reason. People always think that they're supposed to, like, kind of go out, swinging. You don't have to go out swinging. I really enjoyed being here. Oh, thank you very, very much. Thank you, Melinda Davis. But, yep. So you're getting a new job, because that's what that Ace of Pentacles looks like to me. If that's what it is, I feel like you're going to be kind of working solo, like, you know, sometimes it's like a team effort, you know, with this Three of Pentacles. Generally, the Three of Pentacles, so like in the traditional Three of Pentacles, there's like, you know, well, in this one, there's only 2 people. So there's a couple people working together. But here it's going to be somebody working on their own, like on a solo project. So the father of your kids said, I'd never leave because, oh, sounds classy. Classy. I hope you know better. And I hope you pulled this number. You know, well, it didn't hurt me. She is. She's a beautiful soul. She really is. All right. I think I'm done. I think I'm done for the night. I think I'm going to go finish up my homework. And that wasn't your husband either. He sure can pick them. Well, you know, your picker has been in the shop. So we're getting your picker fixed. And then you go out in the world and you know how to pick them. That's what I said for a Pisces reading a while ago. I think your picker's broken. Put your picker in the shop. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. With TikTok and everything that's been going on, I haven't been posting as much because I'm like, oh, what's the point? But I'm going to try to get all my content, you know, and then I don't know what's going on with TikTok, whether we're going to be having it here in the States or not. I don't know. But thank you for the new subscription. And in case something happens to TikTok, and we are, thank you. Oh, Zach said to everyone, you know, that everyone's beautiful. Zach looks like a handsome guy, so I don't know if there's any ladies out there, you know, any nice ladies for a gentleman. Anyway, here I am trying to hook it up. So I'm trying to hook somebody up. There you go. There you go. Spread the love. But make sure that you follow me on YouTube, okay? And that you know, find my you know, my Instagram. I'm not going to do much on Instagram. I'm not. Ugh. I only go there because of whatever. Just more exposure. That's all. Other than that, I can't stand Instagram. I can't stand it. It's just not my thing. It's not my thing. But, you know, you want to, you know, stay connected with me in case TikTok gets banned in the States. At least you'll be able to follow me on different platforms. And I'm going to be doing a lot more on YouTube. So, all right. 33, great number. 33 beautiful souls. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a good night. You need a baby daddy. Sorry, Zach. I didn't mean to do that to you. I think you got all these beautiful ladies now chasing after you. Have a good night. Chicken squatting, North Carolina, Debbie. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Enjoy your night, Zach. All right, everyone. Have a good one. And I'll see you on the next one. I'm planning to go live Wednesday. So keep it in the back of your mind. You have an amazing night as well. Yes, sweet dreams. All right, everyone. Have a good evening.